Hello everybody, welcome to today's video where today I'm going to be walking you guys through a very cool and useful tool that Adobe recently created called Generative Fill. Now Generative Fill, you guys have probably seen it all over YouTube, TikTok. It's essentially like having Mid-Journey inside of Photoshop, but way more customizable. Generative Fill is only available in the beta version of Photoshop currently, and it also uses its Adobe stock library to pull and source its image. Like I said, Adobe Generative Fill is only available in the beta version of Photoshop. So to download it, you're gonna head over to your Creative Cloud. Once you're on your apps page, scroll down on the left side and go to Beta Apps and make sure that Adobe Photoshop Beta is installed. Opening up the beta version of Adobe Photoshop is the exact same as the normal Photoshop, and I want to show you guys some pretty cool features about this. This is a base version of one of my thumbnails, and we're going to use this to test out the features of Generative Fill. So let's start out by doing something crazy. Just start out doing something crazy. Actually using Generative Fill is as simple as selecting anything inside of your layer, and then you can actually add a prompt to it to ask whatever you want it to. So let's say I wanted my hand to be holding like a bat or something. We're going to select the area that my hand is in and where I think the bat can go. I'll actually add some space here down at the bottom. And now you see a taskbar showed up at the bottom with Generative Fill as one of the buttons. We're going to click Generative Fill, and this is the opening where you're going to add your prompt that you want Generative Fill to make for you. So I'm going to say holding a baseball bat, and then I'm going to hit generate. This will make a new layer called a Generative Fill layer where you can ask it to regenerate the options over and over again until you get the one that you want. So as you can see, it kind of looks a little wonky. The hands always need work with AI stuff right now since AI is so new. But being able to scroll through the different options, you can see that it does a very good job at matching the lighting. The lighting is coming from the left side of my face. The lighting is coming from the left side of my hands. It does such a great job with it, and I'm surprised by it every single time. All right, so let's say I wanted to add like a baseball cap to myself. I'm gonna go back over to my layers. As you can see, Generative Fill is its own layer. It even matched the background. So it's looking at all the layers beneath it. I'm going to select on my person again. And then let's say I wanted to get a baseball cap. I'm going to hit Generative Fill and type in, what is it normally? Baseball cap or ball cap? Let's try ball cap and then hit generate. This one did not do as well. The good thing about it though is that you can go back in and you can reselect or regenerate right here. So you can have it generate 6 more options. I don't know if it knows what ball cap means, so I may have to say like baseball cap or a normal hat. Yeah, it's there you go. It's trying, you know. It also doesn't look like let me bring this on top of the baseball bat. There you go. Now we're talking. Look at that. I'm going to delete that layer because it's not how I want it to be yet. And I'm going to select further down on my forehead. Then I'm going to type in baseball cap. I think it's getting confused with the angle that I'm at. So, I mean, to be honest, this one doesn't look that bad. I think it's thinking that the angle is facing upwards. So we're seeing the underside of the cap. I'm actually quite happy with that one. I think I'll take that one. I can add like a backpack or something. There you go. Just a man, his baseball bat, and his backpack. I'm going to select all of these Generative Fill layers and kind of put them together. That way we can see the before and the after. It is so cool that you don't have to take the whole image. You can select different pieces of the image and just give it a prompt and ask it what you want of it. For thumbnails and stuff like that, this is so useful because it allows you to now have this new opening of like, what do I want in the thumbnail? Oh, do I want to be holding a baseball bat? There we go. Perfect. Or do I want to have sunglasses? I wonder how that would work. If I just selected my face, if this actually gives me a good result, I'm going to be surprised. I'm going to put sunglasses on myself. I have a feeling with eyes and stuff, it's going to be just a little bit wonky. Oh, you know what? That's actually not that bad. I love this one. That's kind of funny. The very small sunglasses. So anyway, I just wanted to make this really quick tutorial on how to utilize this. This is a very fun tool, and this is the worst that it's going to be. That's what I keep telling people is like, what you see here is already so believable and usable, and this is the worst that it's going to be. It's kind of scary, to be honest. And, there's a lot of people now having conversations about like ethics using AI and, are we creating our own deity and that type of thing? How is this going to work with copyright? It's just it's a very weird time to be in right now. Because so many people are utilizing these tools, I feel like it's going to be something that stays for a long time. And honestly, we may be just utilizing it in our workload to help us make more good content. That's the good part of it. There is some bad that can come with it, but Adobe is trying to take a stand in trying to be ethical in how they use AI. I've had moments where I utilize Generative Fill and I try to add hair on different people and change up how it looks. And sometimes I'll get a pop-up that says, hey, this isn't allowed. You're not allowed to do this, thinking that it could be something that may be pushing the boundary or pushing the line. Sometimes it does it by mistake, but the fact that Adobe is trying to take a stand in what they allow you to do with this Generative Fill, I think is a very good step. If you guys enjoyed this quick tutorial, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I enjoy making these little things of content for you, and hopefully I'll be able to utilize this in the thumbnail. We'll find out.